What's up? It's Daniel and Guy again, here to talk about some more inspection red flags. We want to talk about windows. One of the things that in a home typically does wear out. You know, I think windows and HVAC and roof are kind of three things that are similar in that they're not going to last forever, right?
And they're expensive.
And they're expensive, yeah. So, you know, with windows, I basically see three kinds, and I'm interested to hear your perspective, but I see single pane wooden windows in Victorian homes 1930 or older probably.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that we see like aluminum single pane windows.
Yeah.
And a lot of times those have, what's it called over the top of them?
On the outside?
Yeah.
It's like they put another cheap aluminum.
Like a storm window.
Yeah.
So it's like double pane, but it's not really double pane.
There's like a 1 inch gap between them.
Yeah.
But it helps.
It does help.
It helps with insulation.
And then there's modern windows, which are double pane, and they typically have argon, which is a gas between the two little panes, and that's what makes it really energy efficient. But I've noticed that is one of the main things when people are looking for energy efficiency in old homes. Windows is one of the first things they do.
Yeah.
Which price, it seems like if you're looking at an old home, single pane wood windows, and you do decide to replace those windows, which people don't always do because the character of the old windows is really cool.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
Is a lot of times what I think is cool is when people, if they're restoring a home, they restore the windows.
Yeah.
They don't just paint over them.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take them out, sand them down, paint them, and then you know how some of them have those, the drawstring type weight.
Yeah, the counterweight.
The counterweight. Yeah. I like when they go all out, you know, above and beyond.
Yeah.
And they get that functioning.
Yeah, and they refurbish the windows.
Yeah, your insulation might not be great, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, and a lot of times what you can do is you can leave the windows on the front of the house the same, and then the back and sides do new vinyl windows for energy efficiency. But, you know, one thing about the new windows, the double pane, is when they fail, they get cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've seen it. If you see a home that's with windows, probably 20, 25 years, it seems like that's when it starts to happen. But the seal fails and it gets cloudy in between those panes.
Yeah.
And at that point, you gotta replace it.
Yeah. Sometimes you can replace just the single panes.
Right.
You know,
just the sash.
Yeah. But if it's a big window and it's just one big piece of glass, it's going to be expensive to do.
Yeah. Typical cost for windows, back of the napkin math, $500 a window. After installation, that's probably a bit high. But if you're just running through a house and you're trying to figure it out, $400 or $500 a window will get you to at least a conservative number. It's expensive. I mean,
it is.
Home's got 20 windows. You do them all. We'll say $400 a window. That's eight grand. Yeah, 8-10 grand. So, other things as far as windows go, you know, those aluminum windows with the storm window over them, if they don't look bad, I wouldn't replace those.
Yeah, especially with the I went through a house the other day, and especially with that that kind of storm window in the front.
Yeah,
it helps a lot with insulation. And the one that I actually went through, the top was like the storm, but the bottom was a screen.
Yeah, that's
which
smart.
was nice. So if you want to open up your window, you got a nice breeze coming through as well.
Yeah, that's smart. One other cool thing, you'll notice that in some old homes you have the wavy glass where you look through it and it's distorted. Do you know why? Oh, I learned this the other day. So glass is not quite as solid. So what happens over decades is gravity makes the bottom of the pane thicker than the top of the pane by.
So when those were installed, I always thought it was just a lack of craftsmanship, or technology.
Precision.
Precision.
Yeah, apparently not. I mean, I had a home inspector tell me that when they were new, they weren't wavy. But over the years, gravity pulls the glass down a little bit so that at the bottom it's a bit thicker than it is at the top. So
learn something new.
Yeah, so windows are a huge thing to look for in a home inspection, energy efficiency wise, especially in an old home if you don't have insulation in the walls. And insulation is something we'll talk about in another video. But I'd say $400 or $500 a window to get an average double pane vinyl window. Pretty good place to start.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.